Daylight, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni Of Ife and his beautiful wives are drama. Chai, Jesus Christ, it's all this one thing. Pardon me. Okay, so we had this gist again. Allegedly that following the gbasgbos that emanated from the Japan trip that has not even been, fixed already. And that when Oni eventually said, allegedly, that he is not traveling with anyone, he has made his arrangement with his wife, Queen Naomi, that he is going to travel with Queen Naomi. And they all really got upset. And when I talk about getting upset, I heard that it's Auntie Bloblo and Auntie Igby, that they got really, really upset that Oni cannot continue to marginalize them like that. And talking about marginalization, when you look at these women outside, do they really look marginalized? Only recently, Oni attended an event, I think in Lagos or somewhere, is it Ekiti? And Oni was in that event with Olori Runke. I have never, ever, ever seen Olori Runke that beautiful. Because of YouTube protocol, I do not use people's video. Even like one, I don't use anymore, okay? I would have shown you that video. And I saw Runke sitting so beautiful. I saw this beautiful face. I've never ever seen Runke so beautiful. And now when I saw Runke and the Ooni of Ife, they had their chat, and I was wondering in my mind, I said, this woman, do you even look marginalized, looking as beautiful as you look right now? So I don't know if any of you have seen that video. One of this event he attended recently, I don't know, maybe last week or this week. But right now, we heard that because Kabiyesi said allegedly that he is not taking anybody to Japan, that they have no right to tell him what to do. That it's up to him to decide where he wants to go to and with whom he wants to travel to. Allegedly, and they said because he made mention of the fact that he's going with Queen Naomi, that they talk about marginalization. If there is any woman that has been marginalized, it's Naomi. For 2 years, Naomi has not been with him. Naomi has been fending for herself and doing everything for herself. He has not been there to protect Queen Naomi and all of that. So basically, they say Ooni of Ife said he does not want to hear anything about marginalization again in that palace. That if there is any woman that has been marginalized for 2 years now and has been Queen Naomi, that Queen Naomi has done everything for herself, that Queen Naomi is where she is right now because he has not protected Queen Naomi the way he had promised from the very beginning, that he would be there to protect her and shield her against all the, enemies and all of that. And when they talk about marginalization, who is supposed to cry marginalization? Is it the women in the palace or Olori Naomi? That nobody should say anything to him again, that he reserved the right to declare who he wants to travel with. He is Onirisha, Jaja the second, the Arole Oduduwa. This my king, I love this my king. Like, I like Ooni of Ife so much, okay? You guys, Dela right, you know that when it comes to Ooni of Ife and Queen Naomi, I would defend them any day, anytime. I like them. Perhaps I like Ooni of Ife because he is husband to Queen Naomi, but I also like Ooni of Ife because he is a very, very brilliant king. We've been singing and dancing of marginalization, marginalization, So right now, it's been alleged that Kabiyesi said he does not want to hear any word, any phrase like that again in his palace, marginalization. So right now, what we hear allegedly is that Auntie Blow Blow packed her bag and left, and Auntie Igby packed her bag and left. And one thing that is funny about these people is that, especially Auntie Igby, they say if Auntie Igby leaves, she's going straight to Odeja. That if Auntie Igby leaves, she's going straight to Ojaja Hotel. With due respect, it's important to know that Ojaja Hotel is a very beautiful hotel in Ile-Ife, and they've got everything, okay? Like everything. Ooni of Ife has got taste now. From, the choice of women he picks, you will know that Ooni of Ife is a king that has got taste. Look at those women. We may all just love Queen Naomi because Queen Naomi is everything and all of that, but you cannot tell me that those women are not beautiful. They may not be as beautiful as Queen Naomi, but they are beautiful as well. And so, with the kind of women he brings to himself, you can tell the kind of test Ooni of Ife has got there. So for Auntie Igby, they said that if Auntie Igby packs her bag straight, she's going to Ojaja Hotel. And so they went there because they thought that with the way they left, that they left with tears and all of that, that Ooni of Ife will go and call or maybe try to ask people to go. Like initially before now, they say, like they said, Ooni of Ife is very gentlemanly. That when it comes to women, Ooni of Ife does not like deal the way like the way a man would want to deal with that other men, that Ooni of Ife deal very calmly with women. And that is why a lot of women want to enter. So before now, they say he would have sent for them or maybe go and call them, as in those days now where, he was still listening to them. Everything they used to say used to mean a lot to them and to him and all that. That he would have sent for them or sent palace guard to go after them, try to find out where they were and all of that. So maybe they just wanted to test the waters again to see if it's still going to happen. They say they win the first day, no call. The second day, no call. The third day, no call. They say they started coming back. That the first person that landed in the palace was Auntie Blow Blow, and Auntie Blow Blow landed with anger. And it was not up to and it's 4 hours. Auntie Igby landed also with her bag. I don't know. Have you seen that situation where you are just so angry over nothing, and maybe you want like your husband to just pamper you a little, or God will just carry pillow and turn and face the other side and sleep. You know how painful that thing can be. And so this happens to be the situation from what they are saying, that they left the palace, and a lot of people are saying maybe, just maybe, they should have just waited for a while so that we see what happened. And it said that before they left the palace, they had already allegedly that there've been this talk about a mass divorce. And the reason why I think that these people will keep coming up with this mass divorce is because Ooni of Ife is a person that cares about the fact that people call him a husband that cannot keep a wife. He's got the first wife, is it Batanta? Abi what? I've forgotten that person's name with respect. The second one happens to be Wurola, and Wurola didn't stay. Then Olori Naomi came and Naomi didn't stay. And now he got another 6 wives. Do you know what that would mean for the personality of Ooni of Ife or his reputation if these women would leave the palace? It will be concluded that indeed he is a husband that could not stay with a wife, or a king that cannot stay with a wife. And then again, they said that this thing with the Ooni of Ife marrying so many wives, he said it was not completely selfish from the very beginning. No. That the first set of elders who proposed this, like who came about this proposition to the Ooni of Ife, he said it was not a selfish venture at the very beginning. Now, they said that the first wife, Wurola, left after 17 months, and Olori Naomi left after 2 years. They now decided that Ooni should go take the African approach where you have so many wives. Now, instead of these women to be making effort to live in you, they'll be competing with themselves for who would be the last person. So they said when there are too many like that from their past experiences, the elders, that when a king has so many women, they will now be working so hard to be the one who stays at the end of the day, rather than working that hard to go away. And so from the very beginning, those who proposed this thing with Ooni of Ife getting married to more than a wife or 2 wives, he said it was not selfish from the very beginning. But apparently, some group of elders hijacked it and decided to run with it their own way so they can benefit from it. And this is where the whole situation is. And they said these women went out of the palace and in anger, because they thought that was going to make Ooni to make some adjustment on the trip, the travel, and some of the decisions that he is making. Because we heard even recently that he bodyguard, Israeli bodyguard for Queen Naomi. Every time you turn around, he's getting this for Queen Naomi, he's getting this for that. And they are all jealous. But you know from what we are hearing that they are very, very jealous. You know that women can really be jealous. When it comes to a man, that you just want to be the most favorite wife or woman that your man has, okay? And so women don't like that kind of competition, unhealthy competition with other women being there. It's something that is natural with women. Even me, I don't like it. But then again, the thing is that there are consequences for certain decisions that we make. It's important for people to understand that life is all about responsibility and accountability. If you make a decision, you have to be ready to bear the consequences, and this is what it is. And I want to believe that if these women are ever going to be happy with the Ooni of Ife, they have to bear in mind that he loves Queen Naomi, and there's nothing anybody can do about a heart that is in love. They said the monarch has said time and time that his emotion has betrayed him time and time again, because he feels what he has never felt for anyone for Queen Naomi, that he is going to be with Queen Naomi regardless. He loves that woman and he wants to be with the woman. Before a lot of you will come and say, Delaram, hey, this, because I get a lot of comment like, who is Queen Naomi? Why should the Ooni of Ife be begging Queen Naomi? And all of that. Maybe 2 years ago when David Doe dumped Chioma and went after that girl in the US, a lot of you were not, social media enthusiasts. So you were not going to the comment section to go and see how people laughed. When other people were saying, he will come back, people will say, come back. Who is Chioma? What does Chioma have? And all of that. See, there is nothing you can do about a heart that loves. Honestly, there's nothing you can do about it, no matter what you do. I really feel that Ooni of Ife loves Queen Naomi. I really feel that he's got his hand tight, but then everything is going to be okay. I wanted to bring you this update.